Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining wherever you are joining us from. I welcome you to this amazing program. And I say happy weekends to every one of you out there. Wherever you are joining us, I say happy weekend. If you are joining from Biafra land, my special thanks goes to you. If you're joining from any part of the contraption called Nigeria, you're welcome. You're joining from Africa, from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia, from Canada, from New Zealand. You are joining from Russia, from China, from Israel. Whichever part of the world you are joining this program from, I welcome you and I say, may Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect you. We have come again on this weekend program. So tighten your seatbelt while we listen to our inspiring music before we go into the broadcast of the day. You're all welcome.
Want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb were born. Do this very well. You must be very, very strong.
When the Moroku, Nijimwero Wekumu Biafra, when the Siputa. Makamwero wekanyinaga Biko kulie Ogeruo Biko kulie Iye jamalike Ogeruo Owele ndiaboroku Makamwero wanyi Owele ndiaburuchekwa Makamwero wewumu Biafra Biko kulie Ogeruo, Biko Kulen, Iye Jamalike Ogeruo, the spirit of Biafra, Biko Kulen Ogeruo, when the Biafra Gideon, Biko Kulen Ogeruo, Oamadike Nona Donjon, Mugekweki Eremeyae, Bodike, Mosike Rurajobalike. Biko kulie Ogeruo, Biko kulie, Iye jamalike Ogeruo. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile, Master Simon Ekpa, a bond smooth to Sri Gabani Runaibu, they brother and tap on my Abuja, Ogine. Master Simon Ekpa, a mesu Okwere, Onyendu. Ihe jamadike ruo, imakwa Simon Ekpa wuchie. Ihe jamadike ruo, Simon Ekpa watakata abụọ. Ojuda kwenyi, mkpikwere onye nduki na-eme tata. I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back. I will follow you, mkwa Prime Minister nwere onye. Anyị ga-agbanụ ga-aka ebe follow you. I will follow you. I will follow you. The question is this: if Nigerian government failed to organize referendum for children of Biafra, are you ready to lead us to do anything in order to get freedom from Biafra? And I'm going to be number one to follow you. If you are looking for 100 men, you will find 50 in me. Ogwe Bucharangwe, Master Simon Ekpa, Ogene. Master Simon Ekpa, Biko, Jisi, Kaka, Ogu, Atakata, Kaina, Ojuda, Uwe, Kwipoloyendu, Kine, Menata. I am 50 men, oh yes, and I said, promise, I will follow you. I will follow you, never look Biafra Republic government awudie. Iye jamadi keruo. Commander General Brgie. General Producer. Sona atakata wo. Commander Holy Ghost. Okonyendu borokunu na satata. Iko kulie. Kulie nuo. Oke nuo. Iko kulie. Iye jamadi keruo. Oke nuo. Iko kulie. Kulie nuo. Oke nuo. Iko kulie. Iye jamadi keruo. Oke nuo.
Maka Biafra, we're on Putarangi onye ndu, Simon Ekpa,
Witness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us on this very program. I appreciate you and I welcome you wherever you are joining from. Please like and share this program. Share on your platform, share to family and friends, share to everyone that is close to you so they can join us. You know, it's been very difficult for us in the social media. They are not taking it easy with us. They are trying to hinder us and stop our message from going far. But through your support and your help, we can be able to reach to as many people as possible. So please kindly help to share. Once again, I say happy weekend to every one of you that have connected. I welcome you. For those who are joining us on this very platform for the very first time, or those who are going to come across this video for the very first time, I want you to know that this very platform where you are watching this program is a platform that is under the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. A platform under the command of our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, and on the Supreme Command of Nnamdi Kanu. In this very platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come here to attack individuals. We don't come here to preach hate. We do not come here to go against anyone, not against any race or any religion. What we do in this platform is to bring the plight of the Biafra people before the whole world. To tell the world the true situation of things in Biafra land and what is going on in the contraption called Nigeria. There are a lot of things that are happening which are hidden in secrecy. And so many lies have been told. That is why we are coming online on a daily basis to debunk all those lies and reveal the truth to the world. We speak the truth and nothing but the truth. And we are here to also encourage everyone that is genuinely seeking for freedom. If you are genuinely seeking for freedom, it does not matter your race, it does not matter your religion, it doesn't matter your location. We are in line with you. As long as you are genuine and you are pursuing your freedom in the way you are supposed to. For the Biafra Republic of Exile, we are pursuing the freedom of the Biafran people according to law. Everything we are doing today is according to international law. The Biafra Republic of Exile is a very lawful government. They obey the laws of the land and they follow international law. You cannot find the Biafra Republic of Exile violating the international law in any way, in any manner, like other people do. The contraption called Nigeria, we know that they are so lawless that they don't even obey their own law, let alone obey international law. They have gone against their own law in so many ways. They have gone against international law in so many ways. Are you going to count one or two? If you take the example of the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, that is against international law. They kidnapped him. As if that is not enough, they tortured him. Against international law, they sent him to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition. Another breaking of the law. And upon breaking all these laws, come back to their own country, they have the boldness to take him to their court. In their own court, the supreme leader of IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, defeated them. Nnamdi Kanu defeated them in their own court. A 3 court was taken to defeat them. 3 judges unanimously granted him freedom. And they said, one of them said that there is no court in Nigeria that had the right to sit on the case of Nnamdi Kanu anymore until they explain the situation surrounding his kidnapping. You cannot be in illegality and be talking about legality. This was said in their own court by their own judge, not Biafran judge, their own judge. And yet they have decided to disobey their own law completely. And today they are taking Nnamdi Kanu right, left, and center and dragging him. And Nnamdi Kanu has made it clear that except he is granted bail, for him to be attending to his court, even if it is house arrest, he doesn't mind. But without that, no trial we hold. That is why you see us in this platform. We don't care about what they say in their court or whatever. We believe and focus on what our Supreme Nnamdi Kanu has said and what our Prime Minister, Simon, has said. And in case you have forgotten, I want to refresh your memory where we left and what the Supreme Leader of IPOB said in court. To refresh your memory.
The court is also entitled to change its mind as well, depending on the strength of the argument.
Thank you.
So we hope that they will change their mind.
They are using it to do experiments against us.
Exactly. So there is no way we're going to allow that to happen. My rights must be respected. It's important. My right to fair hearing must be observed and understand that.
They brought him to Kenya into this talk and allow him to talk with that.
You were talking about your health condition. What exactly is wrong with you, sir?
I have congenital heart failure. Congestive heart failure is called. From the medication, you can tell. So they're basically trying to keep me alive. So that when they calculate that I'm about to give up, that my heart is about to pack up, they will now say go. So when I go outside, I will die outside. That's what they're trying to do.
The medications they've been giving to you, has it not been working?
It's not working. If it's working, why would I have all these lumps underneath my...
And he has written a petition to the Nigerian Medical Association, where they brought one quack doctor, somebody who is not a doctor, to treat him.
To come and try and treat me.
But up to now, they have no...
They don't know what they're doing. And they know they don't know what they're doing. Or else, why would I have this?
As long as it remains in DSS custody, there won't be
no trial.
So what is your application for?
Is seeking for a non-custodial arrangement by the court.
You said house arrest.
Exactly. I don't mind house arrest because I'll defeat them. In this court, I'll defeat the government of Nigeria. Yeah. The whole world will see it. Where is the treasonable felon? Where is it? All these years, journalists are shouting treasonable, treason. What's the treason today? It's gone. In some way, this terrorism charge will go. I'm thinking of another capital offense that can charge me with. Maybe, I don't know, impregnating the wife of somebody. I don't know what other thing they're going to charge you.
Are you saying you are innocent of all these charges?
The federal government, they know I'm not guilty. My only guilt is that I'm fighting for my people. And I will fight for them.
Okay, sir, last
for justice and fairness and equity everywhere.
Last question. Has your family been able to...
Anybody using IPOB to commit crime is a criminal. It's not part of this family. Our family is based on 4 cardinal points. You must be without fear before your enemies. You must speak the truth always, even if it leads to your death. You must help the poor and those who cannot help themselves, and be of good character that God may love thee. That's who we are.
So what will be your words to those out there in the East who are killing in the name of IPOB?
That they are criminals. They are criminals. They are not part of this family. We are called a family for a reason. We've come to serve our people, not to enslave them. Anybody conducting any type of activity that contravenes the welfare of our people is a criminal and must be dealt with.
Thank you very much, sir.
Any form of violence or subversion in the name of Biafra is not part of this family. Our family is noble. It's called IPOB. It's all over the world.
So you condemn anything that has to do with killing?
In total. Why would I kill? Violence. People have sacrificed my parents for them. Why would I want to kill any other person after that? Huh?
Anybody who's committing crime in the name of IPOB
is a criminal.
Thank you so much for watching this very little clip. Just to refresh your memories where we are coming from. And for those who are not Biafrans or those who are not conversant with what is happening, what you just saw is one of the things that proves that Nigeria is a lawless country. This is one of the reasons why the Biafrans will never stop for asking out of the contraption called Nigeria. The man they just saw speaking there is an innocent man. That is the supreme leader of IPOB, Mazen Namdekan, whom the Nigerian government are trying by all means to eliminate. They have succeeded in taking away his parents. After they attacked his home, the parents died out of the shock of what transpired in their home. Today, they went to Kenya and kidnapped this very man for no just cause. He has not committed any crime. He has not been found anyone. And they sent him to Nigeria through extraordinary decision. It is now almost 3 years or more. They are holding him in captivity and they have refused to let him go. And we heard him speak that no trial is going to help until they grant him bail. That he doesn't mind even house arrest. He is not afraid of their court because he will defeat them. He has defeated them again and again. And he's going to defeat them. So why are they still holding him? Why are they keeping him in their DSS? He mentioned the reason why they are keeping him. They know that he has a heart problem. And he called it congenital heart failure. And they are trying to manage him and see that when he's close to packing out, they will now leave him to come and die outside. But Chukwu will not allow them. And we, the Biafrans, will not allow. When you watch Mazen Namdekan speak, and you are still going against this very restoration of Biafra, you must be a heartless person. Every morning we come here to interact with Biafrans and tell the world the true situation of things. Just like today, weekend, this is an interactive session. Wherever you are watching me from, you are free to join the discussion. You are free to click that link, you come up, join, and make your contribution. While you come up to make a contribution, make sure you keep your words civil. Make sure you keep your words civil so that the world will understand you. We don't come here insulting people or attacking people. No. We make our arguments civil. In being civil, we didn't tell you not to get angry. We're not telling you not to express yourself. We're not telling you not to show your anger. We are not telling you not to hold on to your opinion and say it the way you want it. All we are asking is that try to make it civil so that Biafrans, the world, will understand you. The Biafran cabinet members are watching, and our Prime Minister is watching. So whatever information you pass through this channel, it is going to get the right source. I welcome every one of you once again to the weekend, and I pray that we are going to make headways. I played that very video I played to refresh your memory. Some of us seem to forget that while we still have some chance and freedom to come online and observe programs and conduct programs, that is a man who is putting his life on the line for you and I. Our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekan. We must not forget him. We must not forget him, no matter what happens. We cannot be like the IPOB Nigeria, who has forgotten him. IPOB Nigeria, who claim that they have him as one of them. They say that they are Mazen Nandekan is dead. They call him their supreme leader. They praise him, they play his videos and use him for propaganda and insult themselves. But today they have forgotten Mazen Nandekan. For almost 3 years, they have no project to free that Mazen Nandekan. For good 3 years, they say they go underground, they come out from underground, they come out of this ground. We have not seen anything that they have done. All we are seeing from them is attempts to destroy the legacy of Mazen Nandekan. All we are seeing from them are plans and moves to destroy the legacy of Mazen Nandekan. Today, as we speak, every one of us knows that there is only one person today that is making sure that the legacy of Mazen Nandekan stands. Only one government which belongs to the Biafra people, the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. Today, he is the only man standing out with his government and the cabinet members to make sure that the voice of Biafrans are heard and make sure that Mazen Nandekan is safe and secured and released. Those who claim to be with him for donkey years, where are they today? Those of them who claim to be there when IPOB was formed, those who claim to be his right-hand man and left-hand man, where are they today? None of them can be found anywhere. But we will not stop. Fellow Biafrans that are watching today, we have decided to choose a topic which says they are panicking. Biafra becomes stronger and formidable under Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. The enemies are panicking. They can't even hide their panic anymore. They show their panic in the open. You can see them panicking in their voice, in their speech, in their broadcast. Some have disappeared. Some that cannot handle it again, they have run away and disappeared. And those of them who are still showing their face, go and listen and hear their voice. They are all panicking. And when you look at their panic, you will now understand that right from day one, they have no agenda. They have no agenda. The only agenda they have continued to have is how to stop Mazen Nandekan from being released, how to stop Biafra from coming. That has been the project of this IPOB in Nigeria from the onset, but Biafrans were not able to decode it. None of us was able to decode it until Obato Obie came on board. Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafra. As soon as he came on board, Chukwu Okeke used him to separate the chaff from the wheat. We began to see the real them. You begin to see their real picture. Those who claim to be fighting for my freedom, fighting for your freedom. We began to see their real picture. We began to see their real lifestyle and what they actually wanted. And today, we can see it clearly, very, very clear, what they want. They have never wanted Biafra. That is why today they are doing everything humanly possible to see that the restoration of Biafra doesn't happen. Go and check all their projects and what they are doing. for the past 3 years that Mazen Nandekano has been kidnapped, they have not made any move towards the restoration of Biafra. They have not made any move towards the release of Mazen Nandekano. The only project they have is to make sure they destroy every legacy of Mazen Nandekano, to make sure that Mazen Nandekano is forgotten. They are trying every time to put themselves in the position to exalt themselves above the man that gave them in. That is what they have been doing all this while for the past 3 years now. But I thank you that the Biafran people are smart and they are focused and watching. Biafrans refuse to be distracted. With all their command and control and all their bullshit they are talking, none of them could be able to fly. And today, their panic, they can't control their panic. The IPOB Nigeria is panicking. The governors who are sponsoring them are panicking. The government of the zoo and the caliphate, they are panicking. That is why you see them, they continue to make different kinds of mistakes on a daily basis. Sometimes they wake up and they begin to make some unnecessary announcements. We woke up and we heard that the IPOB Nigeria are recruiting Biafra army. Is that not laughable? Is that not laughable? I want you to remember where we are coming from. We're coming from a direction where at the point that they told you that the Prime Minister of Biafra, they told you that he is not a member of IPOB, even when they knew that he was. They denied his membership. They said he never took an oath. After that very argument was defeated completely, they turned around and say he doesn't have any idea about IPOB. He doesn't have access to the ESN. Then it was ESN. They say he doesn't have access to ESN, that they are in charge of ESN. Everything is in their hand. They call him different and they say he's just claiming he's from, he doesn't have anything to do with ESN. And our Prime Minister, told them, I will be your end. A time came when our Prime Minister made the major move and rescued ESN from their hand. After they have taken all away some of our commanders, they begin to take the life of Biafra themselves. The supreme leader of IPOB, Mazen Nandekano, established the ESN for the security of Biafran people, to secure life and properties. He made it very clear that ESN is like a vigilante to secure Biafra land. He made it very clear when he was launching ESN. But immediately, Mazen Nandekano was kidnapped. They began to plan on how to take ESN and destroy ESN. They began to destroy the ESN. By their move, they began to take the life of many commanders, and many of our commanders lost their life in the hand of these criminals. But thank you to our Prime Minister, Mazen, who came to the rescue. Thank you to our Prime Minister who came to the rescue, and our Prime Minister was able to rescue the ESN from their hand. And when he announced the rescue, they began their propaganda. They said, no, it's only 5 people. They said, oh, it's only 3 people. Only those 3 people with him, they are the people he's calling the ESN. He doesn't have any access to ESN. They pushed their propaganda, talk and talk and talk, until it became clear that our Prime Minister, Mazen, was saying the right thing. And the Biafrans began to see that the only man in charge of the ESN was our Prime Minister. A time came, they began to push and push, and our Prime Minister, after securing the ESN from their hand, he transformed them and upgraded them to the Liberation Army. And our Prime Minister announced to us and told us there is nothing like ESN anymore. ESN have been disbanded and collapsed into the Biafran Army. Today, what we have is the Biafran Liberation Army, the resistance fighters, the Black Marine, the Strike Force. That is what we have. There is no ESN anymore. When he announced that, they say, no, they still have ESN. They began to push propaganda video They will bring video, they bring people and put them in the bush and bring them to exercise. They will even go ahead to bring old videos of the ESN and begin to circulate that they are still in charge. Oh, ESN is still there. Sometimes they'll go and show where they're shooting cow. And our Prime Minister said, those people who are going about killing cows, you are not part of us. We don't abuse animals. We have no problem with the animals. We don't take their life. We respect the life of animals also, just like humans. We are against the terrorists. Those who are holding us down and refuse us to move, those are the people we are after, not animals. But they begin to share, just to make themselves relevant. They go and begin to kill animals in the bush and say they are ESN. And our Prime Minister made it clear and said, these people, they have lost touch and they are not part of us. Made it very clear to the whole world, and the whole world saw it that yes, these people are not part of us. They couldn't have it. The people who told you they have ESN, they did what? All of a sudden, they woke up again today. What we are hearing now is that they are recruiting Biafra Army. Hearing now that they are recruiting Biafra Army. They began to circulate information, begin to go underground and begin to convince people to come and join Biafra Army. They want to open Biafra Army. Because the ESN, they can no longer convince people to make any donation towards that. They can no longer deceive Biafrans to extort money from them with the name of ESN. Because Master Simon made it very clear that ESN has been disbanded. There is nothing like ESN anymore. What we have is the Biafran Liberation Army. When they saw that that area has been defeated completely, there is nothing they can do with the name of ESN. No propaganda can fly on that line. Including their paymaster. Their paymaster, even up to this moment, they have refused to recognize the Liberation Army. Have you ever asked yourself, why is it that they are not recognizing the Liberation Army? After all, it was Mazen Nandekano that launched ESN, and he mentioned it, and they were calling ESN as the armed group of IPOB. And today, that ESN has been disbanded. It is no more. Today, we have a Prime Minister, and that Prime Minister have launched the Liberation Army. And every time the Liberation Army carried out operation, he will come and tell you that the Liberation Army did this. He will take responsibility. Every time the Liberation Army goes for operation, he will post it and take responsibility. But yet, you can never see their media talking about Liberation Army. They are still dragging the ESN. They are still trying to look for one another to link to Mazen Nandekano. Now you begin to understand why our Prime Minister from the onset said, we will not take command. You know, when he made that statement, some of us didn't understand it. When our Prime Minister said that we will not take command from the DSS, no command will come from DSS and we obey it. That today, we are taking upon ourselves the responsibility to take decisions and release Mazen Nandekano. That everything that will bring Biafra to free Mazen Nandekano, we will do it on our own, not under the command of Mazen Nandekano. When he made that statement, they use it as a propaganda. So many of them, we are shouting and talking and talking. Even some of us here, we should understand that statement. But now I believe you begin to understand better. Even when the Prime Minister has succeeded in removing ESN completely from the picture, today there is nothing like ESN. They try to force it on Mazen Nandekano, force it on Mazen. Our Prime Minister made it clear. What we have is the Liberation Army, the resistance fighter, the strike force, and the Black Marine. With our Air Force, we have nothing like ESN anymore. He announced it and said, but even up to this moment, the federal government of Nigeria and their handlers in the media and their IPOB in Nigeria, they continue to mention ESN. They continue to mention ESN. Just to link Mazen Nandekano into that, to continue to mention ESN. Even when the Prime Minister have taken responsibility of everything that the Liberation Army have done, he doesn't hide about it. When their tanks, armor tanks were destroyed, he came and spoke about it and showed pictures. Whenever the Liberation Army go for an operation to defend Biafra land, to defend Biafra people, he shows pictures. He takes responsibility, he doesn't deny it. But you will never go and see wherever the media, Nigerian zoological media, is reported the action of the Liberation Army. They will not. Have you asked yourself, why are they running away from that? Normally, when something happens, people will come to claim responsibility. When something happens, the people who did it, if they are bold and proud of what they have done, they will come and claim responsibility. And once somebody claims a responsibility, that's it. You focus on that direction. But they have refused to recognize the Liberation Army of Biafra because of one reason. They know that the legality of Biafra has already come. They know that every single thing that the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, is doing is legal. They know that the Liberation Army was built under legality. They know that you cannot proscribe the Biafra Republic of Nigeria the way you proscribe IPOB. You cannot attack ESN the way you attack. You cannot attack the Liberation Army the way you attack ESN. They know very well. They know that the upgrade is real. And they don't want to accept it. They are panicking. They are panicking. But you, as a Biafran, you must be bold. Be bold and be attentive in everything that is happening. The Pharaoh will never let go. They have intensified in their plans and attack. And today, they have given money to the governors to give to the IPOB in Nigeria to sponsor another name. They call them Biafra Army. As we speak, they are planning for a meeting tomorrow in a Hibis day. And our prime minister have won. If you are from Ezinifite, or you have a friend or family there, or there is any way you can reach anybody from Ezinifite, tell them that meeting that they are planning tomorrow, nobody should go there. That meeting that the caliphate is planning through the so-called IPOB, and they told you that brother from Masin are going to come. Sorry. That meeting has nothing to do with the Biafra Republic of Nigeria. That meeting is not for the interest of the Biafra. It is a setup. It is a setup against the Biafra people. They want to recruit you against yourself. This is why Mazin Nandekano was crying in court, and he warned that those when Mazin Nandekano said na court, and those taking the life of their own brothers, that is what Mazin Nandekano was warning about. Mazin Nandekano was warning because of that kind of gathering that is going to happen tomorrow. It isn't easy to be precise. If there is any other place in Biafra land where they have called such a meeting, stay away for your own life's sake. Stay away, run for your life. If you love yourself, stay away. If there is any place such meeting has been called anywhere in Biafra land, I beg you in the name of Chukwu, for your life's sake, run away, stay away. If you don't, you are going to regret it, I bet you. If you don't, you are not going to be alive to tell the story. The earlier you take yourself away from that madness, the better for you. Our responsibility here is to give you intels and tell you things that you need to know. If you refuse to listen, of course, you will learn in a hard way. If you refuse to pay attention, you will learn in a hard way. Every one of us in this platform, share this video, share it. Let it get to mainly people in Igbo State, Ezinifite, to be precise. If you are in Ezinifite, or you have a brother, uncle, auntie, friend over there, or there is a way you can reach them, tell them none of them should attend that meeting. And we believe it's not only in Ezinifite. Any place where any meeting is called for the recruitment of Biafra Army, do not participate, except you want to lose your life early. Except you don't like your life anymore. Biafran Republic of Nigeria is not recruiting anybody. The Liberation Army of Biafra is not recruiting anybody. We have more than enough men on the ground. The Biafran Liberation Army have more than enough men. They don't need any recruitment anywhere. When the time comes for recruitment, you are going to hear the announcement from the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Nigeria. If you don't hear any news you didn't hear from him, it's not existing. Just ignore it. I know that many Biafrans have the zeal to serve their father's land because of the danger in Biafra land. Everybody sees what is happening. Children are seeing, mothers, fathers are seeing, and the parents are seeing. And people are eager to defend themselves and defend their land. We know. But you must take your time. There is time for everything. There is time for everything. Wait until when the time comes for you to serve your nation, then you will serve. As it stands now, there is no recruitment going on anywhere on behalf of Biafra, Republic of Exile. Anybody that calls you for any recruitment, run for your life. Run. And when you are running, don't look back. They don't mean well for you. When you are running, don't look back. They don't mean well for you. If there will be any recruitment, the Prime Minister by his own self will announce it. After the announcement, you will hear it from those of us who are in Biafra Republic in Exile media. You will be hearing that, you will be seeing it from Biafra Republic in Exile media. That is the only place you can get information that is authentic about Biafra Republic of Exile. Anything you didn't see in our platforms, it doesn't exist. Ignore it. And I urge every one of us here, make sure you are connected to the platform of our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, his Twitter handle. Make sure you are there. So that anytime you hear information, all you need to do is to go there and scroll down. Scroll and scroll and scroll down. If you don't find it there, ignore it and move on. It doesn't happen. Any information you didn't see there, ignore it and walk away. It is not necessary. Our Prime Minister is passing information almost every minute of the day. So there's no way you'll be following that platform and you'll be confused. No way you'll be glued and following the Biafra, the Republic of Exile platforms and you'll be confused. You can't be confused. The only thing is that sometimes most of you are confused. You don't know whom to listen to. You don't know where to be. There are platforms meant for Biafra, Republic of Exile. Biafra, Republic of Exile have their own media. If you are careful, you know us, you see us when we come on joint broadcast, you can know every one of us. Then if you are that confused, go and follow Mazi Simon Ekpa on Twitter handle, the X platform. You will see his name, Simon Ekpa, verified account. Verified, Simon Ekpa, a verified account. You will see it there. Go there and follow that platform. Make sure that every day you scroll down and look at the update. With that, nobody's going to deceive you or confuse you. If you are in Biafra land, you are not permitted to have any gathering anywhere. Mazen Nandekano by himself gave that order. Before his kidnapping, he gave that order that no gathering should hold anywhere. And our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon, have upheld that order up to now. Until the establishment of the de facto government in the whole land. Today, before you can make any gathering in Biafra, the de facto government in the whole land must be aware. And if there will be need for such, our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is going to announce it. Yes, he will announce it. The Prime Minister will announce it. After he has announced it, then you can be able to attend such programs. Anything short of that, do not participate in any such gathering. It is not for your own good. It is not for your good. Every one of us should be very, very careful. We are at the last minutes of our stay in the contraption called Nigeria. In this last minute, if you are careless with your life, you can lose it. It will be a very sad thing after running a very wonderful race. It will be a very sad thing after running this race. Just at the end of it, you lose it. How sad. How sad. Our enemies are panicking. They know we are going and nothing is going to stop it. They know very well. Don't allow anybody to deceive you. Do not listen to the IPOB Nigeria. You know, Chukwu Okeke have done everything he will do for us by separating the chaff from the wheat. If you are deceived today, it is because you decide to be deceived. Chukwu Okeke has made everything so clear for every one of us to understand and follow. But some of us still continue to behave abnormal. Some of us continue to deceive ourselves and continue to do things that are unacceptable. You continue to listen to people that are irrelevant. Somebody has given his life for you and I. Somebody is willing to make sacrifice for you and I. Somebody has put his own life on the line for you and I. The least we can do is to be grateful about that. That's the least we can do. Be grateful about that. The situation of the Biafran people today is not something to be preached about. But it saddens my heart when I see some people who are Biafrans, they turn around and they blame fellow Biafrans for the tragedy of the Biafran people. That is the kind of evil you find in Nigeria, where the victim is blamed. Where a victim is blamed instead of the oppressor. And you find Biafrans joining suit in this attitude, blaming their own brothers who are fighting for freedom, who are asking for their right and equality. They blame them for everything that is happening. In a country where hatred has been planted by the government itself, they promote it, they institute it, they make it a foundation. They make it a foundation. From the very moment you are born as a Biafra, you begin to feel the hatred around you. From the moment you're even from the hospital where you are born, the way you are being treated, in your schools, the way you are being treated, in your hospitals, the way you are being treated. In every public environment that you go, the way you are being treated, simply because of the name you bear, the location where you come from. And somebody will turn around and blame you for pointing out these problems and trying to make correction, or be on your own. For you trying to be on your own, somebody will come and blame you for that. That is the height of it all. But for those Biafrans who feel they can fire their shot on their fellow Biafrans, I'm not telling them to stop. They should go ahead. But their days are numbered. Their days are numbers, and they are going to pay heavily. They are going to pay heavily. The situation we find ourselves is a situation that is a very helpless one, and we will not continue to be silent. As we speak now, when we warn and warn about the situation in Nigeria, people don't understand. We talked about what is happening in Lagos now, the Abuja issue happened, and I want to play the cry of one of the Biafrans in Abuja. Those who don't listen. Tomorrow you might cry your own. You might cry your own tomorrow. Let's listen to this man.
Anything I told you on this, please try to air it. Quote me anywhere, I can defend it. He said it now. If not, how will he say, how can all this land be given to Igbo man? What is the meaning? If it's not, Igbo man is not qualified to get, that means he want to take it. That is the meaning of it.
So, have you commenced action on remedies?
Already, there is very, very simple. The single couple that was damaged over this property will be paid by the government, including Wike. Anyone that we could not collect before the tenure ends, Wike will pay even after the tenure. Because these individuals are supposed to be held responsible, even when they left government. Wike will pay, even if after the government. If we didn't collect all, it's better that he package and make sure everything is paid, and this land released back. If not, if anyone that we couldn't collect now, when he come out from the government, he will still give us the balance. He will pay. And we are not going to do anything than to collect our money. But for payment, he will pay. Anyone he couldn't pay now, he will give us the remaining balance. Here is no reverse. He will pay.
Now, your properties have been demolished.
Yes.
Are you going to continue with the development?
We are the court said we are going to. The court said that we should hold on the property, that no one should do anything. But first of all, we are going to go for issue of the tampering and demolition of those property that we inherited. Then it is after that one, then we can now talk about how to move ahead. But no one can take that land from us. No one can take it away from us because we have two different court judgments, we have two different court orders. If we move on for the payment now, anyone that they couldn't sort out, when we came out, he will still give us the balance.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
The man is just here now who is complaining and crying is an investor in Abuja. Investor from Biafra land in Abuja, who bought the land in Abuja, made investment, everything he did was legal. He didn't do any illegal business. His business were legal, the land and property he had were legal. But today, that property has been destroyed by the Zoological Republic government in Abuja. And guess who they are using to do that work? Wike. Now you know why they gave Wike that post. Now you know why they chose Wike as Minister of FCT. You now understand. Every single thing that is happening today has been planned from day one. They planned it from day one. Some of you forget so easily. When the current vice president boasted and said they are going to destroy your businesses, that they are going to make sure that somebody from Biafra land, more especially the Igbos, will not have any place anymore. They said they will take away your businesses, they will take away your investments, they will take away your houses. The current vice president said it on audio. It was recorded. Some of you have forgotten. The record is still out there. Today they are implementing every of those things one after the other. And they brought somebody from Biafra land, Wike, who is refusing to be a Biafra. They brought him to do that job. And they placed him in exit. Today you begin to see why they put him. More homes are going to go down. More properties will be destroyed by this idiot called Wike. This is just one out of many. More things are going to go down. And there is a new one I'm hearing. One of the investors again in Lagos that went and bought a beach, developed a beach that is paying tax of millions of dollars. A beach that worth billions. A Biafra went and built it in Lagos State. Today they want to destroy that beach and they will build. They say they want to build a road. A rail line. They say they want to build from there to Port Harcourt. And that rail line must pass through that very beach on that investment. Investment that is paying tax of millions of dollars to Lagos State. But simply because it is being owned by a Biafra, they don't mind crushing it. They don't mind crushing it. Something that even international media are reporting, and they are wow, how a government will go to the extent to destroy such property. And guess who they are using to destroy it? Dave Omai, the current Minister of Works. You see the people they are using against you? Your own Efulef, all the Efulef in Biafra land, they have pointed them out. And they are using them against their own people. They are using the Efulef against their own. In every operation, they are using their own people against them. In the same vein, they are trying to use the IPOB in Nigeria to counter the Liberation Army, which is going to mark their end. Today, they want to use the IPOB in Nigeria to counter the Liberation Army, which is going to mark their end. They will never, after this one, they will never ever dare again. After this one, they will never ever dare again. This is the army of Chukwuka, and no man born of a woman can bring them down. The job they could not do with their Tucano jet, the job they could not do with their armor tank, They now want to recruit inside, they want to use the IPOB in Nigeria to recruit them to come and become a distraction to the Liberation Army. That is what is going on. That is why they are calling that meeting the Easy tomorrow. That is why they are announcing they want to recruit the Biafra Army. If you make yourself available for that mission, you will never be alive to tell the story. It is a promise, it's not a threat. Any Biafra that volunteer for that army, you will never ever live to tell the story. It's up to you. The choice is yours. You see the kind of situation that these are billionaires from Biafra land who are busy investing in the Zoological Republic. Some of them genuinely trying to bring development to that zoo. But the fact is that the people you are dealing with don't want you. Just like the case of Onyema. You see how they attack APs. APs that is trying to promote them and even generate tax for them. The flight that is APs, the flight is flying from Lagos to the UK. Not from Enugu to UK, not from Port Harcourt to UK, not from Anambra to UK, from Lagos to UK. And the whole tax is being paid to Lagos. And why are they attacking him? Simply because only shirt, clothes, Isiago he wear to represent where he comes from. Only the Isiago has become an offense. And you still fold your hand, you continue to invest in this land. You haven't seen nothing yet. You have not seen nothing yet. In 1967, they gave you 20 pounds. This time, you are going to get less than 20 pounds. I want you to hear the cry of that man that spoke now, the lawyer.
This man is alleging that he has all the rightful documents. Yep. So why would some governmental officers aid in land grabbing as alleged by the FCT minister? And those officers are faceless, they don't have name, nobody knows them. No one has actually come out to tell us this person and this person and this person working with the Ministry of Land FCT help this person and this person to probably get an approval without the consent of the minister or without the consent of the government. No one has actually mentioned a name of a suspect who aided in this land grabbing. And the government had gone straight to demolish the property, irregardless of all the court orders stopping them from doing that, irregardless of all the documents that the owner presented to show that he actually, on his own part, followed due process. All right, now
speaking about due process, first off, would like to look at the due process when it comes to acquiring land. But Chief Ukachukwu said that there was no order revoking his rights to the property before the demolition took place. So does it mean that the FCT minister on his own end also did not follow due process?
Yes, it's purely an extrajudicial demolition because the owner is coming from the right side of the law. I have all the documents, I duly applied, and this land was allocated to me. I have documents. But the government is alleging that at that time, there was no sitting minister. And my question is, what has the sitting minister got to do with allocation of land? Nothing.
Now you see how serious the issue is. These are cases that are plain. When you see witch hunt, you will know. It's a deliberate attack on the Biafrans. More especially Igbo Biafran. A deliberate attack. The only people that have remained lawful in Nigeria today is the Biafran people in everything. The only lawful people who have lawful, very, very lawful, are the Biafran people. Every place they acquire land, they buy it. They don't steal the land. They don't kill the citizens to take the land. They buy the land. They pass through the process and get their documents. Even some places, they are being tricked to buy and promise that they will give document later. And later, they never give the document. Some places, they will be tricked and they will still pay and buy without any giving them a C of O later. The only people that are following the lawful means to do things in the Zoological Republic remains the Biafrans. Everywhere they go. But yet, they are the most hated. They are not loved. They are not wanted anywhere. How long are you going to continue to cry? How long will you continue to complain? How long will you continue to see this and pretend it's not happening? I think enough is enough. And the time has come for us to take our fate in our own hands. And that kind of stuff. I appreciate everyone that have joined us on this program today. I'm going to end it here. Today is weekend, and I will allow you to go and take your rest. And make sure you join the fundraising today. Remember, every Saturday is fundraising for the Liberation Army. The Liberation Army fundraising is going to take place today. Please join that fundraising so that you can give your support. If you have been giving support today before, double it. If you have not been participating, please try to participate. The link is there for you to make your donation. Just look for the flyer. If you can't find it, easiest place to find it, the platform for our Prime Minister Master Simon Ekpa on X, Twitter. Go there, you will find it. Make your donation. You can donate anytime. On the day of fundraising on Saturday, you can come and announce it. You can donate 24/7, anytime, at your own convenience. Make your donation. On Saturday, you come and announce it. Join the Zoom. Today is another day of fundraising. I want you to make sure you're there. We must sustain the progress we have made so far. A lot of progress have been made. That is why they are panicking. The progress is so clear that they are panicking. They can't stop it. The declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra is going to happen 2nd of December. Nothing can stop it. And they know it. That is why they are panicking. Fellow Biafrans, do your part. The Biafran government is doing their part. Do your own part. We must sustain the success we have made. We must sustain it. Do your own part for now. And after declaration, watch what is going to happen. More hands are going to come on board from the international communities. Other countries are going to come up. But for us to get there, you must do your own part now, not tomorrow. If you have not registered for the convention in Finland, go and register. Go to biafrasecurityadministration.org. Go there and make your registration so that you'll be part of those who are going to make history in Finland. Latin. Go there. Make your registration. Only 1,000 people will be allowed. So if you want to be among the lucky 1,000, just go there immediately after this program. Go there now and make your registration. Also apply for your Biafran ID card. If you are not applying, go and apply on Biafra for your Biafra ID card on biafrasecurityadministration.org. Go there, apply for your ID card. When you apply, make sure you send a professional snapped passport photograph. A professional taken passport photograph. If you have submitted already, if you have submitted your form and you know that the picture you sent, the passport you sent is not professional one, go and edit it. Go and edit it and reapply, because it will not be approved if it's not a professionally snapped passport photograph. Go and edit it now and reapply. Also, the Biafran coin is marvelously working now, and Biafrans are investing heavily. If you have not gone to invest on Biafran Bank today. The Biafran coin, people are buying and selling with it. You can make your transaction with it. You can make your payment with it. You can buy your goods in any part of the world with it. And Biafrans are investing. And remember, the Biafran government are giving 18% profit to everyone that invests in Biafran coin. 18% profit. It is only going to get better. If you have not taken this advantage, go now and begin to invest in Biafran coin. Very, very important. There are numerous numbers you can call. There are numbers provided that you can call for help. If you're having any challenges, any confusion, there are numbers you can call. Don't go through any third party. Those ones opening platform on X, telling you to join, that they are USBT agents and whatever, do not listen to those as scammers. They are scammers. Every information is gotten from Biafra Republic of in Exile, from Biafra Bank. Everything is gotten from there. No third party. Any third party contacting you, wrong. It is a scam. There are numbers provided. Numbers in Europe, numbers in Africa, numbers in Biafra land, numbers in America, numbers in Asia. All these numbers are available for you to call for inquiries on what to do if you have any challenges. And you can find these numbers on X platform for our Prime Minister. I also have it on my page on Facebook. I have shared the number on my videos here. There are some videos you see the number scrolling there. Call those numbers for any questioning, any inquiries, and I bet you are going to get a very good response. Fellow Biafrans, I thank you for being part of this program. I appreciate you, and I wish you all a happy weekend. May Chukwu guide and protect every Biafrans. May Chukwu guide and protect our Liberation Army, guide and protect the resistance fighters, guide and protect all the Black Marine, guide and protect the strike force, guide and protect all those that are genuinely fighting on behalf of Biafra. May Chukwu guide and protect all our media warriors and their family. May Chukwu guide and protect the members of the de facto government in the homeland. Guide and protect every member of the Biafra government in exile cabinet. May Chukwu guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Samani. We pray for guidance, for protection, for provision. We pray for strength, for wisdom for him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. We pray for Mazi Nandekano, the supreme leader of IPOB. We pray for him wherever he is for strength. We pray for him for healing. We pray for him for good health. We pray for him for revelation. We pray for him to join us very soon. Freedom shall be his portion. Thank you so much for joining me on this program, wherever you are joined from. I pray that Chukwu will continue to strengthen us, give us a reason to continue to celebrate. And very soon, we are going to be in that land that Chukwu promises. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move airborne.
Maka Biafra, we run put our onye ndu